One of the things that seems to be quite consistent at the moment is individuals or suspected or actual terrorists who have been involved or collaborated in various terrorist attacks of various types have been declared as either killed in action or died in some capacity, have then re-emerged on the radar later down the line. Now, this is a significant failing by agencies to certainly disclose this information in the absence of actually confirming that individual has died. And in this particular instance, this is a very good case in point where the verification of her death was evidently not established. The biggest mistake that a lot of people align to terrorists is that they are not well prepared and planned, not only in terms of the terrorist attack that they are wishing to undertake, but also in terms of their exit or extraction strategy to get away. Now, of course, if it's a suicide, it is a one-way mission. But if it is an attack that's undertaken to then regroup to carry out a separate attack, perhaps with another cell of terrorists, then there's every good likelihood that they will utilize a wide diversity of resources, whether that be other individuals that are aligned to their beliefs, their agenda, their terrorism activities, providing safe haven or safe harbor of some shape or form in either a residence, in food, in supplies. And certainly they will want to ensure that there is a minimal digital footprint that could be associated that they know that the authorities can follow and chase down. Now, as a direct result, you do have those that are either assisting terrorist groups, and again, by monitoring the media and seeing the developments that often play out, not only in the media, but on social media, they may choose to obviously escape potential capture. And they will have set out the similar lines of exit that they may have had for infiltration, unless they are homegrown and radicalized and groomed and actioned from within that country. So an individual that has come in may be afforded by that terrorist group means and methods of exit from that country to perhaps a haven where the terrorist groups will be either operating, training, or regrouping, such as Afghanistan, Syria, and in certain instances, certain parts of Central Africa. Tracking down terrorists is obviously a very particular and specialist skill, and it will involve a number of different strands in terms of trying to identify and also to monitor and track where that individual may be. Now, that can involve both technology, and that involves obviously SIGINTs, which could be communications, whether that be by cell phone, pager, or even by internet or email for that matter. And those are the sort of things which will be tasked to GCHQ here in the United Kingdom or the NSA over in the United States. Now, in addition to that, and what is often quite crucial, is human source intelligence. And that human source intelligence is drawn from individuals that may be close or even within certain terrorist groups that are being incentivized either by financial reward, or they may have become disenchanted or disgruntled with that terrorist group. And particularly in groups like ISIS and ISIS-K, where they are not aligned to individuals who've chosen maybe to want to leave, to them affording that. So in those instances, that disenchantment, this disgruntled or embittered feel towards that terrorist group can be exploited and capitalized on by agents or sources on the ground who could incentivize them to then feed them intelligence and information. Since obviously the 10-year anniversary has just passed from Charlie Hebdo, and this was seen as a huge intelligence failing, certainly on the part of French domestic intelligence gathering, we've come a long, long way. And inevitably, in the wake of any failing to thwart or foil or prevent a terrorist attack, the various agencies involved will go through intrinsically the details of how and why they failed and what they got wrong. And we'll learn from that through processes of lessons learned. Now, not only the particular agency or country that's been affected, all other agencies across the world will also look at this in a very precise way to see whether there are any failings that they may potentially make as a result of some of their current practices, what they can do to enhance and improve upon them to ensure that that kind of attack can't be replicated in their own country or their own nation. Since 10 years ago, the intelligence capabilities and resources have expanded significantly, and they will continue to do so every time a terrorist attack takes place.